online.
Call the town board meeting of May 19, 2026 to order, please.
Councilmember McClintock?
Here.
Councilmember Morgan?
Here.
Supervisor Helmers?
Here.
Councilmember Yocum?
Here.
Councilmember Marks?
Yes. B would be the minutes from 5/5/26. We have them.
Pledge to the flag.
Pardon? Oh, we pledge first. And do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Now we have the minutes from 5/5/26. Need a motion to accept the minutes
Stand as presented.
as presented. Good. All right. Consideration of bids at this time, we have none. Public hearings, we have none. Reports of the department heads. Irene?
I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Tyson's not here. Rick?
Grievances Tuesday, we're preparing for that.
Okay. Gonna be busy probably.
You know, you never know.
Never know.
Sometimes it's busy before and quiet, sometimes
Okay.
it's quiet before and busy, so,
Good luck.
yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Bill, did Bill give anything to anybody? I don't have.
He just needs this afterwards.
Right. Peter's not here. Mark Clark gave me bi-weekly. We are currently cutting shoulders on Chestnut Ridge. We will then go to South Appalachian Road and Long Creek. Number 2, we have started hop patching in the subdivisions with Terrace being the first start. We are running 2 ditch crews on Beach and Barton roads. These are 2 roads that we've milled out for numerous sections and resurfacing of the entire roadway. We will be holding off on the start of the terrace paving until school is out. Since Glen School is right there, we would start on the other roads up there, but then we would have to pay another mobilization fee to the contractor to come back to do Glen. We do have a couple of more streets, Overbrook being one, and the whole time frame is fluid and could change. Number 5, one of the 3 tandems, the trucks, is on the floor of Binghamton truck and is being retrofitted with the box and the plows at this time. Number 6, Tyler Bolin, highway employee, has been appointed to the 2nd foreman's position. I've interviewed 2 other people with CDL Class A licenses in the meantime, and at this time, we're waiting to hear back about their drug testing. I received the drug test back. They both passed, so that'll go back to Mark. Catch basin repair crew will start repairs in the near future. We have quite a few catch basins to do and that have gone astray. So manpower is dependent, but the catch basin replacement will be on a bid. We also been asked twice by other townships for help with trucking to their pavement projects. We had to decline as we need people here to catch up our maintenance work, and we can't stare at people. We have enough to do that we pretty much allocated to what we're going to get started and do. Number 9, state budget, of course, everybody knows is not passed, so some of the monies is on hold and not back to us yet, CHIPS, POP, etc. And hopefully our governor passes it soon, and then the townships and villages depend on this for the sole source of paving. Pam?
I've turned over everything to the county and I'm just waiting to settle with them. Hopefully it'll be by the end of the week and it'll all be good.
Perfect, thank you. All right. I got everything.
Do you have a report for yourself?
For myself, I am good right now. Okay. So we're at F, first privilege to the floor. Someone wants to stand up and speak, come up to the mic, please.
Hi, Rose Howard, Appalachian, New York. There were 5 of us that met with Mark Clark on his Open Door Wednesday. This is something that Mark and I had discussed before he actually took office, was trying to get people from different areas in the town to come and discuss issues, big and small, to hopefully to keep them small before they got before they got big. We did have, someone from rural, Barb, and then, someone from, I understand it's not Kings Point, it's Riley something. Anyways, another subdivision,
Relier.
Relier, okay,
Right.
Ridgewood.
whichever.
Ridgewood, yeah.
And then two of us were from the terrace. And Mark explained, as we've discussed many times here, issues that that are beyond our scope, meaning what our roads were put down on throughout the year. And so that's an issue that he just has to deal with individual circumstances, like he explained when he was going to do Barton Road, that he was going to surface it on one type of product, and then because it became shale, he'd have to do something else. So I was very impressed with how knowledgeable he was about that and the processes that he needed. We all discussed that the water was certainly an issue, and we talked at length about the catch basins. He talked about, because manpower being at a minimum, that it was actually cheaper to have some companies come in and redo the whole basin. They have a machine that just comes in and does it, instead of having several employees trying to do the work. So he made a list that was of all the basins and assigned a number to them from the worst to the best, and that's how he will approach taking care of the different catch basins and drainage issues we have. We talked about needing more workers, which I know that's been discussed every time we've had a meeting here. He also discussed wanting to put together a pothole crew. And one of the people that was at our meeting used to be a teacher. She was Mark's teacher, as a matter of fact, suggested that BOCES or the schools, high schools, might be a good place to start. And then we talked about one of the issues being the zero tolerance drug policy, and that, perhaps somebody in their age group or people in general might not understand what it entails, because it's not like you go out drinking on the weekend and then it goes out of your system. It could stay there for a long time. And with it being zero policy, like the federal, it's something that people have to really think about before they can apply for the jobs. But anyways, they were talking about working with the schools to help with that. And I think that's a great idea. I want to thank Utilities and Highway. As most people know, it's our big garage sale weekend this past weekend, and hundreds of people come into our community for the garage sales. We do have 800 homes plus in our community. Not everybody does a garage sale, but there's a lot, and there's a lot of strangers there. And because of the intense rain, what started out as a pretty good pothole on Woodside West turned into a huge canyon. And so the highway went over and helped Utilities get everything settled with where they had to do where one of the mains broke on Elmwood. And so then they went over, and they've really had a lot to fill, but they got everything all together and got out of there for the horde to come in. And so they worked together and got things done. And I do like how well they work together. It's great. He was showing us too that he had his list of everything that he needed for doing any of the road projects, and that would become his contract that he would have. So we're looking forward to having contracts with the people that will be doing work on our roads. I wanted to talk about too, that I know you saw it on our Facebook page. Not everybody has a Facebook page, but there was a sinkhole over in Woodwinds. And I had been contacted about it, and they sent me a picture, but it wasn't till someone took a picture of themselves standing in the sinkhole, and it appeared like out of nowhere. And so I did chime into you
Yes.
and Mark. And it being a Sunday, you know, I have the privilege of having your personal number, so I feel comfortable in contacting you. But in general, if that occurred and people didn't contact me, what would they do? Do they call the police? Who do they call?
911.
They could call 911.
911, because that was very, very deep and
A
dangerous.
lot of people have my number already.
Yeah, but,
It doesn't matter if it's Sunday, and then when.
well, I feel comfortable doing it, but
Right.
people in general, and they might
Right.
not have your number. But, okay, so they should probably call the police. then,
Call the
because
police
that
department,
was-
sheriff, and they'll let us know. They
I
can
think
first.
the person was probably all the
Right.
way up to there in the, it was bad. And it was starting to get dusk when I saw,
When I got back with you, we already had someone on the way.
yes, and it was fixed immediately. I
Yes.
Appreciate that. So, so as I said, we're going to continue doing the meetings and hopefully we'll get more people. I already have another person from the terrace that wants to do these meetings with Mark. And I like that people have different expertise in areas and that he's made everybody feel very comfortable in those meetings. Nobody's got any stupid questions and
Right.
it's a great thing. So having the communication open and having the respect of being listened to
Right.
is huge too. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate you doing what you're doing, and we have someone from Crestview who's interested.
Oh, good.
And the more communication we can get out there and meet with people and let them know what we're doing, the better.
Yeah,
I
if
feel.
you could pass along the
I will.
Crestview person, I appreciate it.
When they give me a
Thank you.
definite yes.
Okay.
They haven't said definitely.
Twist that.
Can't. When they say definitely yes, I will set them up so that you can all maybe
Okay,
get a.
because we'll probably do it like the third week in
Yep.
June because I'm away, so. And it doesn't have to include me either, so that's fine.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else like to speak? Okay, move on to G. We have a longtime employee, very good employee that has decided she's going to retire. So we have with Tioga County Personnel and Civil Service, we have a new position of Office Specialist 2 for the highway position. And they're going to do the same duties as Kelly Olmsted and Tina Tamaro, which are the presently holding these same titles. So I'm looking for a motion to sign the paperwork for civil service.
So move. Second.
We got a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And passed. Okay. Has everyone had a chance to look at the abstract?
Yes. Make a motion to pay the abstracts as presented.
We have a motion on the floor for the abstract. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion, Jonathan?
Page 11, JP's excavation service. I came late to this abstract today, so I kind of caught me off guard. I know that this was a bid of no more than 92,000, but had we had a discussion that would be less? It was-
Yes.
I told Mark
Yes.
that it would be less. And
I inquired on that and I inquired with one of the engineers that when they dug into it, there was some erosion that was a little worse and the pipe was a little longer and bigger than it needed to be. So the pipe was a little more, and that's why it was that. But Mark and I did have a discussion about why it wasn't a little bit less. But
Okay, so
that was not to exceed.
Okay.
And that's where we were at on that. We're kind of, the job came out very nice,
I mean, we're still in good shape.
very good
Bad
shape.
experience.
They did an excellent job. It looks really good. But yes, I'm in the same.
I'm sorry I
position.
hadn't called you about that.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it. Okay.
Anyone else? So I have a motion on the floor in a second.
Councilmember McClintock,
Yes.
Councilmember Morgan,
Yes.
Councilmember Yocum,
Yes.
Councilmember Marks,
Yes,
and Supervisor Helms.
Yes. Thank you. Would you please? Thank you. Thank you. Unfinished business, we have none. Reports of standing committees. Emily,
No updates.
Dean,
A reminder, Monday, Memorial Day, 10 o'clock parade, 11 o'clock at the courthouse for remembrance.
courthouse,
At 11,
At
10 o'clock at the police station for the parade.
right. Craig,
Had a couple things. I was over to Hickory's Park this last week and it was absolutely beautiful. It is just, such an enjoyment. And I think a lot of people are using it. I had talked to Mark about, the road that goes through Campbell Commons and we had some discussion on that. It's, not on the priority right now, but it's something that needs to be addressed at a certain point. And I would also, as we're sort of live or make a public service announcement, is that the town had registered as with Federal Motor Carrier as a registered training provider. So people that might be interested in coming to work at the highway, we will train them to get their CDL at no expense. So that, to a lot of people, that's the thing. And if you go to a school, it might be $5,000 or $6,000. But when they changed that law several years, we thought the end of the road was coming. But we did some research on it, and actually Tyson is the one who followed through and got it done. So we will train people, and are good to go.
Jonathan.
I did have one thing. This morning, coming back from Binghamton, there's a sign on 17 West that says, as of the 27th, which is next Wednesday, exit 65 will be closed.
Correct.
So people will be getting off 66, detouring probably both ways. So I just wanted to,
I spoke with Bill, he made a call to DOT
Right.
and he's got some information for us.
so I just wanted to mention that. And I mentioned it to Phil as well with the
Right.
campers.
I wish they would give us a little more notice when they would do something like that.
I just happened to see the sign.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay. Presentation of resolutions, motions, and new business. I have in front of me our July 1st for our fireworks display from American Fireworks. Wednesday, July 1st, 2026. Aerial fireworks display includes all fireworks equipment, transportation, and I'm looking for a motion to sign.
Make a motion to allow the supervisors to sign a contract with American Fireworks.
I need a second.
A second.
Second. Discussion?
Not to exceed $9,750.
Correct.
Yep. And do we have, was there a rain date?
Yes, they have a rain date, but I don't have it on this.
Okay. Didn't want to say it too loud.
They'll bring up the rain thing out. And then,
Yeah.
so motion on the floor in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. I have a request from utilities, whereas pursuant to the collective bargaining agreement, January 1st, 2026, December 31st, 2028, the contract between the town of Owego and the town of Owego Employees Association, the town board will establish in the beginning and ending times of all normal operations for each department during a regular work week. And whereas Director of Utilities Tyson Stiles had requested that the town board review and approve to change the utilities department's normal working hours for the summertime, starting June 1st, 2026 through September 14th, 2026, to 6 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fridays, to meet the needs and requirements of the department. And therefore be it resolved that the town board approves the change of utilities normal working hours summertime starting June 1st, 2026 through September 14th, 2026 to 6 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fridays for the year ending December 31st, 2026 to meet the needs and requirements of the department. Resolved that commencing December 15th, 2026, the employees of the utilities department will then resume normal working hours, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and they will still be on call for any emergencies and anything that we need them for. So I need a motion.
So moved.
Second,
I have a motion on the floor in a second. Any discussion?
that needs to be known that you not only have someone in emergency, but you also have someone throughout the entire weekend.
He does have that already. That was already discussed,
Yep.
that they have their on-call and all emergency personnel. We already took care of it. So we have a motion on the floor in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. Everybody knows we had a little problem with the sign out front, burn up. So Bill has been doing some research on that, and they contacted 4 local sign companies and requested estimates to replace the cost of the sign. We received 2 proposals, one from Wrap Signs of Green for purchase and installation of a new sign in the amount of $79,613.87, and an additional estimate from Elmira Sign in the amount of $40,992.50 cash and carry. After receiving both estimates, Wrap Signs was contacted and requested their cash and carry price, and they was advised they're not willing to provide that. So that takes them basically out. A return phone call was made to Wrap Signs on that date, and again, requested the cash and carry sign, and they again said no. The town of Owego is obligated to obtain at least 2 proposals. However, the message were left for 2 other sign companies, and we had no return back. They didn't call us back. Then Bill recommends that the town of Owego board purchase the town code chapter 22-2B4 attached. Will accept Elmira Sign Company's estimate in the above stated quote, good faith effort and insurance. We had insurance on it, and it more than covers it. I am looking for a motion.
So moved. Second.
Motion on the floor in a second, and that would be for the sign for the Elmira sign at $40,992.50, correct?
And timeframe wise, Gary, did they give us an estimate?
When we give them a yes, they will tell us exactly, but they thought, we have an electrician, we only have to hook that up with an electrician and check, make sure all the wiring is correct. And it's considerable less than what we got in insurance.
Yep.
And then they said that it could be set, we'll have Highway help us set, and we'll get it done within 2 weeks, they said. So motion on the floor in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Whereas the approved 2026 budget for Town of Owego High Department has budgeted and includes a working supervisor position, which is currently vacant. And whereas Tyler Boland, currently an HEO 3 position, is available and willing to be promoted to the working supervisor position retroactive to May 18th, 2026. Now therefore be it resolved that Tyler Boland is appointed to the position of working supervisor retroactive to May 18th, 2026 at an hourly wage of $27.50 per hour and a promotional period of 26 weeks. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second,
A motion on the floor in a second. Any discussion?
Did we want to add the probationary period, 26 weeks of work time versus calendar time?
Yes.
are we doing that right now?
Yeah, we talked about that. That would be it.
Yes.
So let's call it, amendment
We need to change that.
probation period of 26 working weeks.
It's always been that way, hasn't it?
Just to be clear.
Clear. You want to redo this or?
No, we can
Just a minute.
just accept the amendment. Yeah.
So we have amendment that it would say $27.50 per hour and a promotional probationary period of 26 working weeks.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. We have SUNY Buffalo State. We have a basic operation for wastewater treatment plants. It's been confirmed. We print and state your records. We want to send an employee. I'm not going to put the name will be in the minutes, but the name out because we're on YouTube now and I don't want to tell everybody that someone's going to be away. But we have two separate employees and the event is advanced sludge wastewater treatment. Both of them brought up by Tyson. The balance is $600 for the, let's just go with number one.
You want to do each one separately?
Yes, please.
So moved.
Moved. Second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Number one is passed. Pam, number one would be the one that you have is, same thing with the second person. Same thing, basic operational wastewater treatment plants. This cost is $1,100 on the top, and then it's $650 is the balance, and it's at SUNY Buffalo State.
With all reasonable expense.
With all reasonable expense, correct,
That would, like, first one is.
both. I just didn't read all of the. So I need a motion.
I motion.
Motion by Emily, second?
Second.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
So passed. K7 is gonna be tabled.
Make a motion.
No, we gotta do K, did we do K6 or?
We just did, yeah.
And nine,
Oh, we did both of them?
we need an attorney client.
I'm sorry.
I make a motion, we table, any action regarding the Teamsters contract.
Motion on the table to table. Second,
Second.
discussion,
No, I would just add, going back to 5 and 6, this is a necessary step for them to get their
Yes.
license and certifications.
it is.
And, we're grateful for them to step forward and work through this.
So on 7, we have a motion on the floor in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. And attorney client, and I'll discuss that with everyone. Second privilege to the floor. Nobody?
We adjourn.
We
Last
adjourn.
night was 7 o'clock.